Little Muddle. This is the story of a little man called Little Muddle, or that was what the children of his neighborhood called him. Muddle was little, and he wore a huge turban and big pantaloons, and an enormous coat in which at least 3 Muddles could have fitted. He lived all alone and didn't speak or interact much with anyone. The children found him rather funny and joked about him among themselves. One day,
"Hey, look what I've got! What if we put this in the little Muddle's enormous coat?"
Oh yeah, it will take him all day to find where the spider is hiding in the coat.
a farmer passing by heard the children.
Now, kids, this is really mean.
Come on, Dad. We're talking about little Muddle here.
Speak of him respectfully, will you? You know nothing about him.
You know him? Tell us everything.
Then listen. Once I tell you his story, you will never think of troubling him again. His real name is Hibix. He went out into the world to seek his fortune. One day, hungry and tired, he ventured into a strange castle to ask for shelter for the night. There were at least a dozen cats in the garden. The moment they saw the strange man, all of them flocked to him, each trying to get closer to him.
I don't believe this! Why in the world do you not heed the dinner bell? Listen! Who in the world are you?
I am called Hibix, madam. I was hoping for some shelter for the night.
Come in.
So, Muddle went in with the cats and Lady Frau Ahavzi and was treated to a wonderful meal.
Shoo! Get away! Don't you dare disturb my poor, hungry kitty sweeties. Oh, eat my poor kitty sweeties. You must be so hungry.
Here you go. Have some more. No creature must ever eat while another is still hungry.
Why don't you stay here, Hibix, and take care of my cats? I could use your help.
So Hibix stayed on. For a few days, all was well, but one day when Lady Frau Ahavzi went out...
Now you be good to them. I shall be back in a couple of hours. Goodbye, kitty sweeties. Mwah.
Oh, wait! Stop!
When Frau Ahavzi came back...
What in the world have you been doing here?
The cats, it was on madam. Oh.
How dare you? You blame my poor kitty sweeties. I will turn you into a...
No, please, no.
Oh, my kitties! My sweetie kitties did this? Well, Hibix, I am sorry.
I shouldn't like to stay here any longer with these corrupt little cats. Please give me my payment, madam.
Well, sure. Go to my chamber and take the staff by the door and the slippers below them.
What would I do with the staff and slippers?
Wearing the slippers, you shall be able to fly to anywhere in an instant, and the staff will jump in your hand thrice wherever there is gold or silver buried under the ground. Be careful of how you use these gifts, Hibix, for they can land you in as much trouble as they can prove useful.
And with these wonderful gifts, Hibix went on his way again. The staff did not jump even once during all this time. Since there was no gold to be found, Hibbix decided to use his slippers to find a job. He went to the palace and asked the king to make him his message runner.
You? Well, the royal runner must be fast on his feet. Let us have a race between you and my best runners. I shall give you each a message to my guard on the other side of the city. If you're the first to return with this reply, I shall appoint you the royal runner.
Certainly, Your Highness.
Thanks to the magic slippers, Hibbix was back in a flash. Everyone was appalled. The king appointed him as his royal runner, and over time the king began liking and trusting this strange little man more than his other courtiers. This, of course, the other courtiers did not like.
How come the king has such an affection for an ordinary runner?
There is something strange about him, I am telling you.
One day, as Hibbix was walking alone in a forested area, his staff suddenly jumped in his hand thrice. Excited, Hibbix dug and found hundreds of pots full of gold and treasure.
Hurrah! I have found a treasure. Yes, now I don't have to work another day of my life. That means I shall have to leave the service of the king. No, I like the king. And besides, he trusts me so much. I can't desert him now. No.
So Hibbix took some of the treasure, left the rest hidden, and went back to the palace. He began freely sharing his money with anyone who he realized needed help.
I hope the king agrees to give me a loan for the medicine for my mother.
Don't worry, my man. Take this. Hope your mother becomes all right soon.
Thank you, sir.
Where is he suddenly getting all the money from?
He must be stealing. Let's tell the king. He can't possibly have so much money.
The foolish king believed the courtiers. He asked them to keep an eye on Hibbix. So the next time Hibbix went to get some more of his treasure, the courtiers followed him. And the moment he dug and came back with a pot of gold, they pounced on him. They took Hibbix to the king and lied to him. Your Highness, he was hiding the treasure he stole from you.
That is a lie. I was not hiding the treasure. I was bringing it out.
Which thief brings out the treasure? Stop lying, Hibbix.
I thought you trusted me.
Seeing that the king did not trust him, Hibbix told him about the staff and the slippers.
Hibbix, get out of my kingdom and never return.
You know that I would never do anything like that.
Leave those here, and leave now.
Poor Hibbix was so hurt. He never wanted to see another human being again. So he built himself a small hut in the forest. One day he found a tree laden with ripe, beautiful figs. He took one and gobbled it up. As soon as he finished eating, he started feeling strange. And lo, his ears and nose grew long, really long. Hibbix was horrified. He didn't know what to do. He roamed in the forest determined to find a cure. A day or two later, he found another fig tree. Helpless with hunger, he picked a fruit and ate it, terrified at what might happen to him with this one. But to his surprise, his ears and nose became normal again.
That tree makes ears and nose grow, and this one makes them proper. Hurrah! I am cured!
A few days later, as Hibbix was wandering in the forest, he saw 2 men filling a basket of the bad figs and loading them onto 2 horses. He heard one of them say,
The king of this land is done for. After eating these figs, he shall never be able to show his face to the world again. Our king will then attack and take over this kingdom.
Take over our kingdom? Not even in your dreams.
How dare you even think of harming my king? I'll show you.
Hibbix knew something was wrong, and so he started visiting the city in disguise to hear news of something wrong in the palace. He couldn't just go to the palace and speak to the king, as he had been asked to leave the city and would be arrested. A few days passed. One of the men from the other city took a basket of the bad figs to the city. On the royal market day, when the royal chef would come out to pick things from the royal kitchen, the chef saw the beautiful, luscious figs and bought the entire basket. That evening, he served the juicy, tantalizing figs with dinner. The royal family ate them with utmost relish, and lo! All of their ears and noses grew. Word spread like wildfire, and the best physicians were called. But no one seemed to have a cure. Now, Hibbix was keeping track of all this, and he decided that it was time for him to make his move. He disguised himself and went to the palace with a sack full of the good figs. But he did not offer the cure right away.
O king, I shall cure all of you. Don't you worry.
Just take these.
Hibbix gave the good figs to the entire royal family, and all of them got cured. Thank you. Thank you so much. Tell me, what reward can I give you? My entire treasury is open for you. Take whatever you want.
What treasure can be the person who himself steals from others offer to anyone?
That voice! Hibbix! Is this you?
Yes, and all this was done by our neighboring kingdom. They are planning to attack us.
You cured me and my family even though I treated you so badly.
I know the pain of being ill-treated by a friend. Then how could I give the same pain to you?
I am so sorry, Hibbix. How can I make it up to you?
Learn to distinguish between your true well-wishers and cheats. I must take your leave now.
Hibbix, please stay.
I am happier alone.
Wait. Take back those things I stole from you. They belong with you. I am so sorry.
And so, the ashamed king returned Hibbix's magic slippers and staff, and Hibbix left that kingdom forever. He went back to his village, but the little man with a big heart had lost trust in friends and people. So he started living alone. However, he left not his goodness. Do you know what he does every day? He wears his slippers and flies off to far-off places looking for someone in need and helps them with his money. And all you boys do is to sit here and make fun of him.
Needless to say, the boys never made fun of Little Muddle again. In fact, they began to be nice to him and soon became friends with him. It is so easy to make fun of someone, but we don't know the troubles and struggles others have to go through. If we cannot help them, surely we should not hurt them, isn't it?